Hi, my name is Zachery Polk. Welcome to Sit Down with Zachery Polk. I want to share some ideas, something that I've got in my head that I'd like to get off the ground. I think it could be a very big thing for very, very many reasons. Um, I want to focus my attention span here, my efforts, both of them, attention span and efforts, on investors and entrepreneurs. Um, I don't know how big this could be, but I think that it could be a big deal. What I've got is a basic idea. It's called Iron Horse Stables. And initially what it was a place for affluent people who winter in other regions of the state or country that want to keep their toys where they summer at. Primarily motorcycle owners. We're talking the more affluent people. We're talking doctors and attorneys and people who wanna have the bike. Iron Horse Stables would be 3 different levels of care. You'd have your basic storage and maintenance, and then you'd have your intermediate coverage, and then you'd have your gold status. And what it is Iron Horse Stables, just like a stable where you keep your horse at, only for bikes. But I came up with a better idea. I'd like to be not just iron, but horses too. So, place to put your horse, place to send your daughter in the summertime, the springtime, the fall time, something to give her something to take her interest in, to keep her occupied, so she don't end up a teen pregnancy or mixed up with the wrong boys. First of all, if a boy can't take a little horse shit on his boot, there's a big, big problem. So there's the glass ceiling to get to your daughter. But we don't want to just, and the thing is each bike would be just like a horse. It'd have its own stall. There'd be the walls around the bike. There'd be a cover over the bike, tenting the bike to protect it from dust. The gold status would get a full service care, all the fluids topped, the tire pressures checked regularly, maintained, the battery on a trickle charger, all barricaded with a camera, real time. You go onto the website and you could check on your bike. You could see if the new pipes are on there. You could see if it's been washed yet. You could see if it's ready. You can check at 2 o'clock in the morning and make sure it's still there. To make sure I'm not out riding it around and having a good time or whatever. You'd be able to babysit your bike. In a minute, you're going to see the beauty of it, because the motorcycle part would be more discreet. It'd be more concealed. There wouldn't be a great big sign out saying, "We've got a bunch of hot motorcycles here." And I don't mean hot as in stolen. I mean hot as in hot. Hot, baby. We don't want people coming there and stealing the bikes, because that's what happens when you put your bike in a storage facility. All of a sudden, the guy running the facility, he stages a robbery or a fire. There was a fire. Well, this place is going to be insured for, we're going to insure it for $10 million. I'm talking serious insurance. Maybe not 10 million. I don't know. I don't know the numbers. I don't know the requirements. I don't know. That's why I depended on you to help me come up with some of these loose ends. But bear with me. So we got the stables for the motorcycle. We got the stables for the horse. Now we incorporate a youth development. So we've got a place for kids to come and learn about animal care. Learn about life. Okay, when you getting your kids started in life, the last thing you want them to be is dependent on the grocery store. There's no way that you're going to get a family started by having to depend on going to the grocery store every time you turn around. Okay, there's some things that you gotta have, that you need, that you can't get away from buying at the store because you can't produce them. But there's a lot of things that you can produce, okay? So we're gonna have a community garden. It's not just gonna be Iron Horse Stables and the horse stables and the youth group and the community garden. We're gonna have a conservation club. It's gonna be it's gonna be the college of life. And maybe we can even get tuition and funding, and people can come here and actually learn, and we can get some certification for people to where they feel confident about developing their own existence. As a young parent, you can never provide well enough by shelling out all the money you've got to survive, okay? We're fighting back. And we're fighting back with education and reuniting people with basic life skills. Okay? Life skills. Knowing how to put a seed in the ground and make a tomato grow from it. Which tomatoes are very hard to grow from seed. Or they can be. I'm talking about dependence on consumerism and all this stuff. Or here's I sit smoking a cowboy killer. Well, I may be. But I tell you what, I don't pay more than 60 cents a pack because I roll my own. I buy the tobacco in a bag. I buy the tubes in a box. And I crank them out with this little son of a bitch right here. Yeah, it's foolishness, and I wish I didn't. But it's a little late now. My lungs are so bad, if I quit smoking, they'd probably fall apart. It might be the only thing keeping them together. I worked in the construction business all my life. Since I was old enough to hold down a board, I was being conditioned to be a laborer. Well, I'm still a laborer. Laboring in the things that I find value in. And in trying to invest my time in the people that I see potential and the ways that we can benefit one another. You know, we're social, and being social, you know, we're humans, well, like mushrooms. They're social creatures. You know, we're social creatures. We depend on one another. We have to learn how to work together and integrate. You know. So we got the Iron Horse Stables. So not just the iron, but the real horses. Well, then the youth coming in. And so I would like to get sponsorship. I need a tool company to sponsor me with tool equipment. I want to get the 4-H to sponsor me. I want to get the FFA to sponsor me. I want to get a conservation club. I would like to incorporate a conservation club into this 100-acre wood. I want 100 acres. And I want to divide it up into quadrants. I want to have educational hiking trails with all the informational plaques and postings all around the forestry so that everybody can become educated about what's growing there and how to discern between what is and what appears to be. We're talking about education. I want to teach people mechanics, small engine mechanics. I want to teach people music. I want to teach people cooking. I want to teach people how to survive again. Okay? And not just all that, but there's another aspect of it, you know. This is self-sufficiency, okay? Self-sufficiency. And I'm not talking about trying to just scratch a living out of the dirt. I'm talking about knowing how to scratch a living out of the dirt. Not just scratch a living out of the dirt and getting by, but actually knowing. Giving people the confidence while it's still legal. Pretty soon it's going to be illegal to live outside of a city, township, border. It's going to be illegal to live on a big piece of property, okay? Remember Henry Weaver. quote-unquote most dangerous man in American history, declaring separatism. Well, I'm declaring separatism. I'm doing it by fighting back, educating people. And I want this to be an artist retreat. I want to have a multimedia artist realm where people can come and they can use whatever equipment that we have. You know, they can bring their own paints and things like that, but we'll have the environment set up. We'll have the spinning wheels for doing wool work and making their own yarn, learning how to do stuff like that. We'll have the equipment for doing crafts and arts. You know, we'll have all the basic equipment. And we'll have a lot of the supplies too. I want to get sponsors to provide some of this stuff. I want people to believe in what I'm sharing here. Maybe I'm a madman, but maybe that's the beauty in who I am. I don't know, but I'll tell you one thing. I'll be damned if I go to my grave not having done something of importance and value to my existence, benefit the people that I feel for. I don't think that this is some big pipe dream thing. I think we start off with Iron Horse Stables. We throw a garden in. We get the conservation club going. And let things grow from there. I want to teach people about first aid. I want to teach people, educate people on what a first aid kit should look like. Not some of this store-bought crap with a bunch of nonsense in a plastic box. It's a lot like potato salad. You go to the store and you buy it. The only thing good is the plastic box it come in. Let's teach people how to make potato salad. It's a pretty basic thing. You know, maybe I'm going off on a tangent. Maybe I'm grabbing at straws. But there's a lot of straws needing to be grabbed at. Look at where we're at right now. Everybody's helpless. Everybody's dependent. Everybody's codependent. Me especially. I can't survive without the love of a good woman. And I certainly can't survive without the love of my community. And I'm not going to get love from my community without having loved them first. My name's Zachery Polk, Prospect Studios. Your ship has come in. Hopefully somebody out there believes in me. It's not easy being disabled. I certainly am barely surviving on disability insurance. I could still work circles around any group of men. And I think I've proven that with a lot of the stuff I've shared. My content. It's all my own. Except for other people's, of course. Sharing other people's songs. pushing other people, promoting other people, trying to manipulate my own networking campaign. I'm not exactly knowledgeable about how to do any of this stuff, but I'm certainly not going to quit trying. So, think about what I've shared. Think about what I'm saying. Please find some value in it. I know you're not going to steal my ideas because I might be the only one crazy enough to front this operation. And I'd be proud to have your support. And I'd be proud to share the spotlight with anyone who wants to support me. Thank you very much. Peace, love, care. Come see me. You might find something special. Thanks.